look, if you're seeing this and this is for you, I was told very loudly by no uncertain terms that I need to do a short message right now for the collective. Because I was about to do yoga, I was about to do some breathing and some and personal reading, which I'm very, very happy to have. Thank you if you purchase personal readings. Um, and the link for those is down below, as well as a link for pretty much everything else that there is to know about me. So my name is Cabin. I'm from Bird's Eye Tarot, and we have a message for you. If you are seeing this, this is divinely inspired and intended to be for you. I have arranged with the divines for you to be here now. So don't go anywhere if the messages are not always what you want to hear. Sometimes that turns out to be actually quite the opposite. The divine wants to test you a little bit and put some things you don't want to hear in your path, and then if you stay a little while longer, you realize that, oh, this is actually what I do want. So not all the time, but just saying, that's how the divine works. Okay, you have the Nine of Voices. Okay, definitely some anxiety, like I said, this kind of looming feeling. Maybe it is collective feeling. I just kind of got a chill, and not a great one. It was like a chill that feels almost like a startling feeling. Six of Voices. Okay, but this is going to go away. This is, I mean, this is going to heal. Oh, Two of Emotions. I love that. Okay, so it really goes from dark to light here, doesn't it? So I feel like this is for those, even if you don't feel like, if you're not experiencing difficult emotions right now, then this is just for the next time that you do, because we always are going to have those days, right? That we're always going to have bad days sometimes, even no matter how in touch with the divine we are. Not that I'm like anywhere close to, you know, I don't want to compare, but you know what I mean. I'm not saying I'm anything special, but it doesn't really matter how close or how far you feel from the divine. Sometimes, some days we feel further away, some days we feel closer. And the fact is that we are always exactly the same distance away from the divine, which is 0 millimeters. We are always the same as the divine. You are the divine, so there is no distance between it. You are everything. You are all there is. If you close your eyes and just think that to yourself, think it from your heart, and what does that feel like? And just do that regularly. You don't have to take a lot of time. I got the Magician. I'll show you in a second. The Five of Wands and the Ten of Voices. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I just feel like there's a conflict in the air, and we're kind of receiving it. Okay, maybe you're such a conduit right now. I think that a lot of you are very, very clairaudient, clairvoyant, claircognizant, probably clairsentient. The most likely is claircognizant. I think that's the one, because I feel like that's the first clair that comes around. But for not for everybody, but for most of us, because we all have those knowings. We all do. And so the Magician is looking up at this Nine of Swords, like, what is she doing? She's trying to push it away. So okay, we know what we can't do to really help difficult emotions is, right, is pushing it away will do the opposite. So we have to, we really are inspired to learn how to embrace it, because the moment we start embracing it is the moment that um, it starts lessening its grip on us. It might not go away, but it will definitely start transforming, and we can learn to release it. But oh, that is such an interesting image. I've never really looked closely at this image. It's on her, I think that's her middle finger, so her Saturn finger. So there's this idea of consequence, there's this idea of hard work and reaping what you sow in a positive way, I think. But this is like you not really believing it. You're not believing that what you've done is enough. And you are enough. What you've done is enough. Yes, you still have more to do on this earth. You still have lots more to do, but it doesn't have anything to do with what you've already done. You've already done so much, and you're allowed to be like proud of that and grateful for that. Wow. like, I don't know what is this energy, but it's really, while I was like laying in bed trying to get out of it. So maybe that's how you were. I really could not get out of bed. I There's really no reason. I don't have any reason to be upset about anything really, but it's just the energy today. And Two of Cups and it's like Ten of Voices. It's like you feel like your heart is letting you down. You feel like um your your love for other people is, oh, it's such a vulnerability for you, and it makes you feel so unsafe to show your love, but you need to. It's like it's part of your programming. You have no choice. So when you do end up being vulnerable with someone, it is really scary, and it often hurts. Even if they are gentle with us, it hurts. But most of the time, people don't understand um, what they do. They don't understand how they make us feel, and it's not because they're trying to be terrible people. I mean, it depends. If they continue doing it after you tell them, that's different. But like, it often people just start acting how they act, and they're not trying to hurt us, but they do anyway, and um, that's honestly something we are in control of, even though it really feels like it's the opposite. It's something that we ultimately have to be the one to um, kind of conquer, if you will. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. I knew there was a reason I brought these cards out. Whatever this is being corrected. Like, if you have these feelings for whatever reason, it's being corrected. And if this is not your case right now, maybe it's going to be in your future, and don't worry about that. It's a very temporary situation, and it's going to teach you something. I just heard, especially with that air energy, surrender to the divine. I mean, I cannot stress this enough, and it's something that is so, I say it every time, it's so such a challenge for me, but the more I do it, the better things are. And it's not to say that these days are not going to happen where you don't feel very well, but if you can surrender to the divine, then it will be easier for you to be vulnerable with other people, because surrender is the ultimate vulnerability. And again, surrender doesn't mean capitulation. So final messages for this little collective here. Also, something is coming in for you. It's like during this time, there's going to be something that comes in for you, or maybe during the next time, this kind of energy overtakes you a little bit, and it's going to kind of take you out of it really quickly. And that sort of, sorry, I got a little distracted. It's going to take you out of that energy really quickly, and that sort of quick transfer from one state to another is going to show you in a way how to do it yourself without the external force involved. And because sometimes we really need to be shown how to do something, and sometimes it takes an incident, which this is a positive incident, by the way, that kind of puts us in another state, and then you're like, oh, I could do that without that. I just need to kind of put my body in this position, and I need to maybe smile, and maybe think about this, and write this, and talk about this, and like, or watch Schitt's Creek. It's a great show. It always makes me feel better. Treasure Islands, yeah. You're whatever is going on with you, there you have a refuge. You're told to seek your refuge. You're told to seek what makes you happy and comfortable right now, because that will really take you out of this energy, even if it is slowly. Like, I'm hearing, don't let it fool you, because at first, just because you go into your little comfy area, or do whatever it is that you like to do to feel comfortable, just because you don't immediately come out of it doesn't mean that it's not going to work. You have to give it a little bit of time, because there is something the divine is trying to extract from you right now. Here and now, think about the here and now, think about the present rumination, trying to change your thoughts. So again, writing is coming up again, thinking about the thoughts that you have when you ruminate, and the things that make you feel just terrible when you think about them, and then those thoughts just come anyway. They're very intrusive. You can write down in advance what thoughts you can replace them with, and that will really help you to feel better quicker, even though it's not an immediate thing. Still, you'll know what to do, because when you're in the situation, it's really hard to change your thoughts when you don't know what thoughts to change them to, because your mood is really blocking those memories, or those the feelings of the thoughts that you need, right? Breathe. Okay, taking a silent breath, doing it Buteyko breathing, B-U-T-Y-E-K, or no, sorry, B-U-T-E-Y-K-O, it's a miracle. It is better than a lot of treatments for a lot of things. I mean, it has cured my allergies. It has reduced my asthma by a lot. It has reduced depression and anxiety and pain. It is, I mean, it is something that everybody should know how to do. And it is something that everybody would benefit from. So Buteyko breathing, other kinds of breathing as well, but Buteyko breathing really shows you how to breathe gently, and that's a lot of our problem, is that we breathe very heavily, and it puts us into a negative, not a negative, but a dysregulated state. And if we are in a dysregulated state, those breathing techniques that where we're breathing really heavy and we can hear our breath, they are going to make things feel worse. Even if maybe you have a momentary like rush of some nice chemicals, they are going, your nervous system is going to bounce right back into a dysregulated state. So learning how to breathe gently, however that is, with Buteyko or another way, Oxygen Advantage is another one. It will be very useful for you. It's not for you, whatever you're trying to. I feel like there might be something that, let's see, what is it? Okay, a game. Okay, trying. Okay, how can I say that? You might want to try to go ask for help from someone else, and that's a great thing to do. But just be mindful of who it is. Not everyone is able or capable or even qualified to help us. And I don't mean that like everybody needs to be a therapist. I just mean that some people are not in a good state themselves. Some people are not. They don't have the kind of empathy that you need. Some people just they don't, their boundaries are there, and you would need to go here in order to explain to them what's going on. So just, you know, I would try to keep something to yourself right now. It's what I'm hearing. Don't go too into detail. And I specifically said this was a message not for me before I did this message. So I think that that's definitely for someone out there. We're gonna do one more card here. Never ending story. Okay, so this is going to end. Whatever is happening, it's not going to last. It is temporary, and it's so important to remember that, because when you realize it's temporary, then it makes it a lot less heavy. TikTok. To be fair, things are going to be corrected soon. I don't know, for a lot of you, this is partly situational and partly like your nervous system, which, I mean, they're one and the same at the end of the day, but um, it's not going to last, and there's definitely a solution coming to you. I really want to see what's the solution that's coming to them, please. Two of materials, some kind of balancing, some kind of juggling. It's like you might be sticking to doing one thing, and there's another thing you could do at the same time, but you don't really want to do it at the same time. But if you try that, then it would actually help. So this is like This is just an example, but like doing mantras while you do a yoga practice or something like that. So combining something, two things that help you, are going to help you awaken and resolve this issue. And it's actually going to be quite a major thing for you, because it's really going to change you internally, even if you don't quite see it. It's like you're going to have these tools for a long time, especially if you make sure to note them, or to at least just be aware that there is something new about your energy that you are using to help you feel better. Um, and your guides are with you with this for of inspiration. You really are encouraged to call on them for help. So I can ask right now for my guides, for the guides of those who are watching. Please help us exit or transmute this energy that is bringing us down, or that is on the way to bring us down, into something that is helpful and gentle, and teaches us the lessons that we still need to learn, but in a way that's more pleasant. Thank you. The Hermit. Okay, going and meditating about that is a great idea. Just checking in with yourself. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.